Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Security IQ. Elisa here. Say hello, Min.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to be a groupie for Lee and Tim. Yay!
So today we have back Lee, Tim, and Keikashan.
See, I have to be nice to him.
You want to give it a shot? Say it.
Keikashan.
All right, now you got it.
See, I'm not picking on you, Keikashan, yet because I know they've been picking on you, so I'm going to pick on them for you. I got your back.
We back up the ladies on this show.
I got your back. Don't worry.
Today we're going to talk a little bit more about the kindness games. If you haven't seen any of our videos or seen any of the posts on the kindness games, we have the founders today to give you a little bit of information on how it started, how you can get involved. It is an awesome movement. And we're going to kick it off with Tim to talk a little bit about how the kindness games came to be.
Did something happen?
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of one of those downer stories. Like, you think there was like this master brain thing, and it's like, no. Basically, I was COVIDing at home just like the rest of us, watching the TV, not connecting with my friends, and I found myself seeing the George Floyd incident happen, and I was like, that is terrible. I used to be a federal law enforcement instructor, and I was like, I don't understand how that happens. And so that got me amped up. And then the protests started, and I thought we were at a really great moment to where everybody across every channel, across every political spectrum, everyone was like, yes, like, we hear you, let's move forward on this. And then the riots started, and everybody was like, we hear you, let's have this conversation. Like, how do we move this forward? And it became clear to me that there really wasn't a conversation to be had. There wasn't reasonable demands to be met. Like, people were just stressed from being at home, and they were using it as an opportunity to act out. And like, I'm a chill dude. Like, I really don't give a crap about most of what happens like around me and within my life. Like, I just let it run off of me. But I found myself at home becoming angry and being like, I should go and post this thing because I can add my hate to it too. And
so wait, were you angry about what happened or the aftermath of what happened, or both?
I think it was a culmination of also being disconnected from a community, right? Like, so like back in normal times, like if I was all hyped up on an idea at work all week and I came to a friend's house and we sat down, I'm like, can you believe this? And people would be like, whoa, Tim, reel it in, bro. Have a seat. You're insane. And they would ground you, right? But none of us have anybody to ground us right now. And that's part of the problem. And so I started asking myself, like, why am I so pissed off? Like, I'm never this angry. And I realized that there's a disconnect, that I don't have quick access, meaningful access to my normal community, my normal societal structure. And yeah, and it seemed like the rage was just all going in one direction. And so Lee Otten, we're COVID friends. Like, we met after the lockdown started. I've never actually met him in real life, but we're best friends. We talk like every day almost. We message every day. We talk every couple days. And we're doing all these videos together, and he's just he's actually been a really big influence on my life in this COVID experiment. And I saw him do like one of his ridiculously positively kind posts. He was like, hey, bro, I really appreciate that you came to work on time today and you locked the door when you left. And that was amazing. And it was something super simple. Like, why would you praise somebody for that? But it probably happened on a weekend. But he was just acknowledging that somebody came through for him during a difficult time. And I commented, I was like, dude, that was awesome. Like, why can't we do that every day? He's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's start tomorrow. I said, okay. So then I did a post like, the kindness games coming to you tomorrow. Woo. And then I probably put like some snazzy thing in that I read the next morning. I was like, that was ridiculous. But I was actually quarantining. Yeah, I was actually quarantined, not in the US. And so like, I woke up halfway through his day, and all of a sudden I see, hey, Tim and I are doing the kindness games, and he was going to do text posts, but bro, I already went up to you. We're doing videos every day for 30 days. And I was like,
yeah, sorry, I didn't take on the
I don't want to record videos every day, man. This is terrible. And so he did that. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I was going to write nice things. Like, writing's pretty easy. Like, a video is a production. Who do I call out? Like, you can't just be like, 5 words in a video and be like, hey, Keikishan, you're awesome. Click. Like, you have to be something a little bit more meaningful than that. So now I was regretting my decision. And Keikishan and I actually hadn't talked. We used to, every day at work, we'd see each other. You know, we would collaborate a lot. We would meet a couple times a month and talk about what's going on and really help each other. And I hadn't seen her in like 6 months. And so we had a VC scheduled for that day. And actually, I might as well just let Keikishan tell this part of the story.
Sure. So that day was insane. So, you know, as Tim was talking about, there's a lot of protests going on and everything that's been happening in our community.
And where are you guys physically located at this point?
So I am currently in Houston, Texas, because this is where I'm quarantining with my family. And Tim, I can't remember where you were.
I was quarantined in Hawaii.
Oh, geez, that's a hard.
Oh God.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
Don't hate the player, hate
tough
the game.
life.
I remember he had like waves behind him, and every day we'd get on a call, be like, "Those waves, man! I'm jealous of your waves."
No wonder they're picking on you, Tim.
So I was just like so frustrated with everything that was going on. And Tim has been such an amazing dude, like throughout our relationship. He's always open to just kind of like letting me burden him with like everything that's going on in my life. And I was just like, oh my God, everything is terrible, everything is bad, word vomit, blah. And Tim was like, hey Sean, I don't think you know. And then I'm like, what don't I know, Tim? What don't I know? And so he shared the story with me about how, you know, he himself is a conservative and how he had this experience that happened to him in his neighborhood. And Tim, I think you're like way better at telling the story, so I'm not gonna butcher it. But at the end of the day, he kind of looked at me and was like, and I'm like, I'm a liberal. Like I think everyone who knows me knows I'm a liberal. And he was just like, hey, Kashan, does this like, have we ruined our friendship? Like, is this it? Is it over? And I was like,
because that's all you see in the news right now is people from the conservative side and people from the liberal side cannot get along. It's forbidden.
Yeah.
Like, you must defriend everybody. And I was like, so now that you know, like the big bad secret, like,
Yeah.
are we okay?
And I was like, absolutely not. Like you can't just, we've been friends for so long. How can you just eliminate a whole friendship just because we share different political ideology, which is our choice, right? It is our choice. It is our free will. And so that day, Tim and I came to a conclusion. And Tim, I'll hand it back over to you to end the rest of the story here.
Yeah, so basically a 30-minute sync turned into a 90-minute conversation on, first of all, like, why am I a conservative and seemingly a decent human being still? Like, I should be like essentially like the devil. And so we had to wrap our heads around, like, does what I believe, you know, we basically all have a similar destination we want to arrive to. We just see different paths of getting there. Mm-hmm. And so does my path make me a terrible person? Like, does that really inform the quality of my character? And we came to the decision point that we can all get along if we agree to not be a dick.
Yes.
Don't be a
oh God.
Be a
You
dick.
couldn't have said it more simply. I say this to so many people. And you know what? Even if other people are dicks, it's okay. You don't have to be one too. Can I just tell you, I'm not going to name names. I've gotten some like really nasty comments and like some funny memes and whatever from people who don't realize I don't necessarily agree with some of the shit they're sending me. But like, I look at it, sometimes it's funny, I laugh and I let it go. Whereas you could, if you really had some, you know, if you're going to dig in and you're going to defend your post, like you could just turn around and be an asshole. Meanwhile, they were just trying to like make a funny. Yeah. Am I right?
Absolutely.
You don't have to be, even if somebody else is being a dick, you don't have to be a dick.
So
right?
Little did we know that at that point in time, the Real Kindness Games was conceived, but we continued to talk every week to stay in contact, really to ground each other, because we were both on opposite ends and completely pissed off, which makes no sense. Because, I mean, why are we all mad? It was just such a turbulent time.
Yeah.
Anyways, and I will hand it over to Lee to talk about how the kindness games took off from day one. By the way, Keikashan was my first post for the kindness games, calling out that amazing conversation and how good of a friend she was to me in that moment.
Oh, so that's how this all loops back. So you called her out for being so tolerant and accepting of your political views. Is that?
She brought up tolerance.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Was I
Let's
not
stick with
supposed
the
to say
kindness
that?
games.
Is that a bad
Let's
word?
stick with the kindness games.
You're gonna
By
have
the
to
way,
watch my
I
latest
just-
episode.
I just found out that tribe is a bad word. Did you guys know that?
Everything's a bad word.
Everything's
It doesn't
bad.
matter who you are.
Even me being what I am is a bad word, you know?
But
Just so you know, me being
All
me
right.
is a bad thing.
okay. All right, Lee, take us home. What
Yeah.
was the rest of the story?
You guys talk a lot, right? I mean, like I've been like sitting here patiently, just waiting for my opportunity, my chance.
So
Oh,
interesting though.
exactly. Well, I'll tell you what, like I nearly cried with what Tim was saying. And like, you know, he is a beautiful human. He really is. And yeah, when we talked about it and we founded the kindness games, yes, I did go for the video. But I know that Tim thanks me in retrospect for doing videos because it was a lot better journey, right? Just doing like normal posts would not have been so fun. Like I even did one when I was running, right? Hey, I was out on a run and I was recording. Now that's impressive.
That is impressive.
That was
If-
insane.
Yeah,
And you
like,
could still talk, bro. Like if you caught me running right now, there'd be
I'm a
no
machine.
words.
I'm a machine. I'm like the
Yeah, I'd be like,
Terminator. I'm a beast, right? I was in the zone. But it was
I'm not
really
gonna
good.
comment right now because I don't talk to people when I run. Sorry,
But
just have it.
I've spoken to Elisa about the kindness games. Now, conceptually, we created it, you know, like these, you know, where we went with the videos. But what we want to empower and keep inspiring is we don't care what your content is as long as it's kind. That's exactly where we want you to go with it. Because we spoke about this the other day, and like Elisa was like, "Oh shit, I didn't do it like you guys."
Yeah, I screwed it up. I did it wrong.
But like as a
Wait, hold on. What do you follow
exactly, that's what I said. I said, look, you know, it doesn't matter. You do what you want as long as it's kind. You know, we have someone else who's doing like a picture collage of people just showing kindness, and
Nice.
yeah, and it's really it genuinely has gone viral. You know, it really has. So many people are jumping on it, you know, and we want to keep empowering it. We want to keep moving it forward. And again, you know, through the support of you guys, you know, helping us really kind of lift up the kindness games. It's just fantastic. It
Well,
really is.
and Lee was a pivotal person for that because like I don't really have that great of a social media following, but this guy, I don't know how, but like he has tons of followers. They all like it. So I needed like he was a great guy. He actually inspired me to go that route. But it's because of him that it really did take off. And
That's beautiful.
so what we did,
Oh my God.
so popular. It's lovely. It's lovely.
but you know what?
Meet in person.
We did our 30 days of posting. Now it's been 2 months since we started. We started in mid-September. We have Canadians. We have people from the US. We have people from Mexico. We have people from Africa. We have people from all over Europe in 2 months. That's crazy. So like, I'm really hoping that it will continue to gain steam. Like, wouldn't it be awesome if in like 4 or 5 months, like it just kept going? Because
We need a
30 days-
second wave. We need a second wave of kindness games.
Hey.
We're on the 5th wave.
Exactly. Come on, get
Are
with
we on the
program.
fifth wave?
Yeah, you got to watch
Right.
the scoreboard. Every 2
Yeah.
weeks we do a scoreboard. Who's participating? How many posts are they at? Who is finished and become the Kindness Games alumni?
Okay, so tell everyone who's watching where they can find the scoreboard, how they can participate.
Well, you can go to my LinkedIn page. You can go to Lee Otten's LinkedIn page. You can go to the GSD LinkedIn page, and you can go to the Kindness Games LinkedIn page because we started that last weekend, and
Hell
that's where the
yeah.
scoreboards are going. That is like the center for what's going on in the Kindness Games, and we're going to highlight people who have finished their challenge, who have joined us in overtime.
That's awesome.
And it's just a really positive thing because
Right.
to do 30 days or 30 posts lifts your mood so much because you have to consider who has been helpful, who's been kind to you, who is that person on the team behind the scenes that never gets the credit. I felt so much better by day 8. I was happier, I was more productive, and it makes you better at your job because
Mm.
I have never talked to nobody better than I do now since I've done the kindness game.
So nice.
So when you guys officially meet in person, there's got to be a recording that you guys have to do, you know, of the first hugs in person.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
Oh
time
Yeah.
man.
Be like,
I envision like the Dirty Dancing scene where Lee
yeah.
runs.
Oh,
Tim's
the,
gonna be Patrick Swayze and he's just gonna lift,
I
right?
got it. You
And
gotta
then-
do it.
Time of my life.
we have talked about a kindness games reunion.
Post-COVID.
Maybe when everything opens up, we're gonna have to meet up somewhere in the US or in Europe. I'm down to go anywhere. Vacations are so much fun.
You know what? I will make the t-shirts for that.
What
Do it.
if
I'll
we
make
picked the
t-shirts for that.
first major security
Yes.
conference that went back to in person and we rented out a restaurant and we did like a kindness games reunion?
I love it.
That would be.
I think that's a great idea.
I think people need to
Awesome.
talk about that.
Love it.
I think we should start planning for that for next year because that's a big planning session. Just think about
Yeah.
that.
Also, I think Elisa and Min need to get on their kindness games because I think you guys are at like 2 or 3.
Well, so here's the deal. I didn't know that it was a 30-day challenge until Lee enlightened me. I thought it was just like do something kind. So I told everyone in my video that if they commented a kind comment, that I would count that and collect money for every post
And that
and
was myself.
donate. Right, and donate meals to the local shelter. So now that I know it was a 30-day thing, I'm going to donate 30 days worth of meals
Boom.
to make up for my faux pas.
Gangster.
So
Hey, and Elisa, remember, I get called out, I feel like, on every single kindness game scoreboard because I'm in like the second wave. But hey, I have this planned right. My final post is going to be on Thanksgiving.
There you go.
Ooh.
That all of you, I planned it. I planned it. That is like
That's nice.
boom, drop.
Exactly.
I will
That's pretty
be
good.
an alumni
You
on
guys-
the greatest day to share
Mm.
thankful, kindness.
No,
with
that's
your
great.
So-
colleagues and family members.
Okay, so do you guys have kids?
We do foster care, so sometimes we have kids,
Sometimes you
but
kids,
they're
yeah.
always temporary.
Okay. All
I
right.
have a dog. Does
We have
that?
a dog, so that counts too. We're all very busy people. So folks out there who aren't doing anything, remember we all have kids, we all have families. Everybody here is doing it. That follow, please follow.
Min's
you know-
always good for the call out. She's calling you out right now. No excuses.
Mm.
And
Get on it.
And I'll tell people. What
And
to-
hey, you can spread this on for as long as you want. Tim said 30 posts. I took it as that. It is 30 posts, no matter how long it can go out to be. I even mentioned in one of my comments, I'll be as old as Lee Otten when I finish.
And that dude is old.
Hey,
I,
when we went
I
to-
am super old. Like super old.
Hey, I will say
Absolutely.
this is not ageism. I promise. Lee called himself out.
I'm old. I am old.
I don't think. I don't
Lee
think
and
that-
I did it in 30 days to set the pace. But it is a 30 post challenge. You can do it, every 2 days. So you can do it in 60 days or 90 days, or you can do a post a week for 30 weeks. Like it's the point is not to get it done. It's to keep it going. And the longer you do these posts, the more it impacts people, the more it inspires people to take part.
So Elisa, we'll do spa days and record it every time we go to the spa. So we got to do 30 spas.
But that's really only kindness to us.
No, we'll
I'll take it, but
Okay, we'll talk about wellness at that point.
you're right.
Can I join in on these spots?
Totally,
You're welcome.
totally. You
I
have to
wanna
come up
go-
here though.
I want to go to the spa
Yeah.
too.
Please
Listen,
not loud.
we got some good spas up here. I'm just saying.
I can be part of the pink. I can be part of the pink ladies, right? I can get one of those jackets.
You have to wear a
Yeah.
towel on your head.
Exactly. We
As
can have a
long as
grease
you put
moment.
those white
Wow.
stilettos on.
He's wearing
Definitely. Defo.
Remember that.
I'm gonna go and buy them in a minute. I'm going down.
Hey, how much hair do you have on your legs, Lee? Let's take a look.
You sure us?
Right now. You want to see
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's
We're not
do.
shy.
Okay,
do this.
we're doing this.
You can't really see, can you?
You know, actually, you want to do another challenge? Those are pretty hairy legs. Let's do another challenge. A kindness
What?
challenge. I will donate an extra 30 meals if Lee gets his legs waxed on film.
Yeah. Why did you do that? I thought we were friends.
And then Tim, I will donate more money to the Alzheimer's funds if you get a bikini,
Oh,
Brazilian bikini wax.
so that was a
I don't
double
know how
dog
kind that
there.
is. I mean,
Oh, I
I
feel
mean,
for
the
both
whole
of
like don't
you.
be a dick thing, like that
Oh
seems
my God.
kinda terrible.
Yeah.
But Tim and Lee, it's for a good cause.
It's for a good cause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brazil.
Yeah, it
Me
sounds
and
like a good
Brazilian
cause.
bikini wax.
We got to do it, Tim.
Tim
I
will
don't
take
know,
you
bro.
to
It's
the
probably not
European
gonna
Wax
happen to
Center
you, to
when
be
we're
honest.
at the summit next week.
I'm
Listen,
doing it.
you want to empathize with your women, your female counterparts. This is how you do it.
All right,
There
I've
you
been
go.
married for
I'm in.
16 years. I've
I'm
got
in.
a ton of empathy.
Good. You think you should have Brazilian wax?
Listen, ask your wives if they agree with this challenge. I guarantee you they'll say yes.
And they have to do the recording.
Yes, they have to do the recording.
I don't like to cry in public, though. I'm not gonna lie.
No
Like
crying.
that kind of pain. I
This
don't know,
is
it's a
great.
different kind of pain.
He's regretting ever since meeting us.
Lee all of a sudden got really quiet, in case you noticed.
Lee's like, I'm gonna run.
No, my legs. I'm actually touching my hair on my legs now. That I think there's a little bit of fear running through me. What just happened to me? I feel violated. Oh my God.
Suggested for a good cause.
Lee, I thought you enjoyed being abused.
I do actually.
Oh,
you
that's
know that.
right.
You know that. You know that. I'm experiencing a bit of turmoil right now.
Well, for any audience members that want to see Lee and Tim's waxing experience, comment below and we will make sure that
Oh,
they
God.
post these videos.
And Mandy and Bert, please do push it out very often so people do watch this episode because we
Yes.
Yeah, this one's gonna get the most hits, right? I can see it now.
Keikashan, you better blast this out on your page as well.
Oh, it's going. Oh, it's going far and wide.
It's possibly the worst decision I've made this month.
And on that note, we are going to close this segment. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Lee, Tim, Keikashan for joining us. Please come back for another episode of Security IQ. We will see you all later.
Yes, we're
Ciao,
really-
ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.